Hey, how's it going, everyone? Brad here from West Coast Motorcycle Adventures. Today I'm going to change the O-ring in my valve cover gasket. I've been leaking a little bit of oil, so first step, clean up the bike, take off the cover, and then we're going to change the O-ring. Bought myself a torque wrench so that I can torque everything up properly. So I'm going to get on this. Never done it before, so this should be interesting. Alright, step one, just clean off some of this oil here. I just cleaned it last week and there's not a whole lot of oil here, so it's not leaking that bad. I even brought some Q-tips to just kind of, clean it up a little bit. I probably want to wipe off some of the dirt on this cover because you probably don't want any dirt going into there when you take this off. That's good. Okay. Take our hex wrench, our Allen key, 5 mil. Where's the best way for me to get these bolts? I'm going to take this one. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to see how tight they are. Right, I'm just going to loosen it off, but how tight do these feel? They don't tighten them very much. So I was asking them if I could tighten these up without a torque wrench. And I think I could. I mean, you just don't want to over tighten them, right? Loosen them off. Okay. This one's kind of difficult to get at here. I'm going to try to move the bike and maybe get it from the other side. Down here. Oh no. Over here, no. Oh, you can just get your finger on them once you get them loose and take that out and see how long they are. Okay, this one. See if this one is the same length as this one. Yes, same length, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up, it looks like, unless this top one is longer. Let's get that one out. Of course, it's going to be difficult to get the frickin' wrench on. There it is. Ooh, that one's real tight. Why is that one so tight? Why is that one so tight? Courtney Motorsports. Why is that one so tight? Let's see. Oh, that's the one that I went over to the other side to get the wrench on. Okay. Okay. Easy. I want to make sure it's on there good. That's all I want to do, right? I don't mind putting, oh, come on, there it goes. Pressure on it, but I sure as hell don't want to strip it. Okay. So that's coming out of there nice. Is that the same length? Yeah, they're all the same length. Let's see, so there's my valve. That's what, my exhaust valve right there. Okay. So there's the O-ring in there. It doesn't look damaged or anything, but I got the new one, so I'm going to pull that out and replace it. You know, like I said, I'm new to this, but I'm going to try using this piece of plastic that I got here, so because I know this isn't going to gouge anything. Is that going to fit in there? No, that's not going to get it. Oh yeah, there we go. Come on. I almost had it. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty flat O-ring. That's a pretty flat O-ring. So I'm going to go ahead, take some paper towel here, clean this up. Clean this up. Then take my new O-ring, like so, and I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it in here. So just making sure there's no dirt. So I thought I had ordered the wrong O-ring, and they've actually gone and ordered another one for me because I thought the O-ring was an oblong or oval O-ring. I didn't think it was perfectly round. But you know, that's what happens when you're learning, right? I'm learning all this new stuff, and yeah, obviously that just fits in there like so. And then go ahead and put this back up here. And you just want to make sure, if you watched my previous video, nice and easy. That wants to go in nice and easy. And you don't want to go super tight. Doesn't need to be super tight, because you want to be able to get this one in nice and easy. If you're feeling any resistance, stop. That's going to go like that. Oh, I get this one with this. Nice and easy, and tighten that in. And tighten this one. There we go. So you want them all evenly hand tightened. And then I'm just going to go ahead and give each one turn, half a turn. Okay, then we're going to do this one here. Half a turn, there we go. This one again. Right, and then you just kind of turn them until you do feel a little bit of resistance, and then stop. A little bit of resistance and stop. And you know, I'm almost willing to say that that's tight enough, but I'm going to go ahead. I bought the torque wrench. I'm going to put the torque wrench on there and give them the 61 inches of torque. So, let's do that. Okay, I have my torque wrench set to 61. Let me check that again. 61 pounds per inch. Inch-pounds, and on this side, put that in there. I had it pretty damn close. This one might not be. I might not be able to get this one on that one. Shit. You know what? I'm telling you. I was pretty much right on. Pretty much right on. Yeah, I gotta go on the other side. I can't get those other two bolts with my torque wrench. But I can definitely just go just a more. And by I mean like very little. And there we go. I'm happy with that. I'm going to take it for a ride and see if I fix my oil leak. So stay tuned. Let's do this. Oh yeah, it's raining. That's why I'm working on my bike and not riding. All right, the rain has stopped. Time to get the T-Dub out for a test ride and see if I fix the oil leak. But I noticed I didn't get a very good point of view for you there. So to recap what I did, this is the cover I removed. 1, 2, 3 bolts there. Took that cover off, showed you the cover, and that's where we put the O-ring. Put the cover back on. 1, 2, 3 bolts. This is the one I was able to get the torque wrench on. These ones I was able to just hand tighten. So we'll check to see if I'm leaking oil from those two, but I have confidence I did an all right job tightening those. So let's get moving here. Welcome to Kin Beach Provincial Park. This is about a 15-minute ride from my place. So let's go over here and check out what's going on. So I'm not seeing any oil on this side. I go check where it was originally leaking from over here. So what I gotta do is I'm gonna run my finger, but I don't see any oil. But you gotta be quick. I gotta be quick because it's hot as fuck. So there's no oil leaking from where it was leaking, and it doesn't appear there's any oil leaking up there. So I think I fixed my oil leak. I'll obviously keep you guys posted if things change, but that's what it was. The gasket was shot. So if you're leaking oil, change out your gasket very easily. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Yeah.